Anas Aremiya Anas Arepoto de Mode our court made the one come Abraham way fedia yato nidi PRIZM MULTIMEDIA TV edia meje swane make me do asem no masuko no machire nsemu frenche mu a ebusuafo mo bekaya last year High Court had the ruling be by in favor of Honorable Akufo Agyapong when Anas say one thing ho ase eninti or the asem no ekopie mu e Supreme Court and who ruling aba Anas Aremiya Anas edin chose susuro Honorable Ken atunanu mutuo afa ruling ne ho yenhwe Honorable Akufo Agyapong and some wodi tudwa afa ruling ne ho
judge no ruling the description of the man is based on the evidence that I gave. Empirical evidence with videos our humi no say crachi na juma ya oye ensani odi azenti wante no wase no the Supreme Court senka omu intwam
nti say wo hwe asema Supreme Court de ba ne ya wan kasa san ne siyo.
Oh but I'm just cool about it. If he say judges na kasa nti no nia so te no wase ya fine onti no wase obesa ko bi mu a me evidence no nka bo mo me yeah na say evidence me wo pen drive wa machichire in plastic eyimusa bibiri
ana say who evidence
bibiri wow bibiri anka me de ba but him say initially asem ba kra na pipiri ye ho ya mfa bibiri anko the Americans say Ghana for mommy nya kukuduro baby o mine du no ehunu ehye Ghana for mu do e momu ntimi nkasa. I mean we should be bold to speak the truth. And that will help the country. Now be any monokure enso yesi o enye hwi omo kan nya hwi omo man nokure man omo sa akogina baby a no mo complain say o man mo ayede. I think say mummy and canocre, mine why dear canocre, mine we are canocre. Oh, yes,
that was an open point, but that was passing that Yamisha Munino.
Black Raster Ochoko legend and so ejala ye power see Hamon wahefa omontageno wa tutu be their money president Nana Addo Akufo Addo ewo den ho mebo video na amamahwe
ayasem no kitwa bi ami wa kanin na wie but bibi kakra ka wa tiri na mbede so ransa na vice president wa bakasa already the vice president of the Republic of Ghana one Fabian Sodo the president of the Republic of Ghana was January 2025 President of Ghana 2025. Mr. Current Vice President, President to be, you are invited. Oh, yeah, ready. Also, yeah, ready. Madam, 1 second. 1 minute.
Your Excellency, I'm the moderator. My senior brother, Honorable, took the ring out of me. Yes. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. We members of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community completely disown the statement that the Honorable Katie Hamon has made. He has expressed his own desires, political desire. Our desire is that leader who will lead Ghana once more into its position in the Committee of Nations so that we can command that respect which Ghana is known for. That is the leader we praying to Allah, that Allah Ta'ala should give us that kind of leader. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala.
Such childishness, such disrespect for religion, the Ahmadiyya mission, and the Ahmadis have always stayed away from politics. They are a very decent people. They do not want to take sides when it comes to politics. Katie Hamon decided to use an Ahmadiyya event to introduce Bawumia as the next president. What a joker. If this was the days of the Pope, they would have excommunicated him or tied him to a cross and burnt him silently into Chichinga. What an insult. Katie Hamon at all, does he pray 5 times a day? Does he know what Ahmadiyya really stands for? I am so ashamed. This is the first time such a canker is visited on Ahmadiyya, on our soil. What a shame. Can you do this in the Catholic Church? You pick up the microphone and introduce Bawumia as the next president of Ghana. Well, by their fruits, they shall be known. I think that Nana Akufo Addo is a very disgraceful president. I think that Nana Akufo Addo is a shameless president. And I'm not just throwing away words. Every time this man speaks, I lose respect for him. Geometrically. Do they know history? Do they study history at all? Why is the Kumasi airport going to be named after Prempeh I? There's a good reason. He was a king of the Ashantis, right? He represented Ashanti region. He represented the Ashantis. He defended the golden stool to the point that he laid down his own life in honor of Okonfo Anoche and the great people of Ashanti. They carried him all the way into exile in 1896. They took him all the way to Mahe, the capital of the Seychelles Island. There they humiliated him and pummeled him into submission when he returned. All these years the Ashanti kingdom had no king. They waited for their king. The king returned with a new name. He had become a Christian and he was now going about preaching the Bible. That was a great man. He was there when Ya Asantua was also carried all the way into Mai in the Seychelles Island. When an airport is named after such a man, my brother, my sister, we can only stand aside and applaud and say, yes, one of our greatest heroes has been slapped on our airport. Talking about airports, why is Kotoka's name still on the biggest airport right here in Ghana? If it is not shameless politicians who do not know history or are not in respect of history, my brother, my sister, they are not respecting history. How do you name a whole edifice, a very beautiful such edifice, after a coup maker, a man who toppled the constitution of this nation, a man who decided to kick out one of our most famous sons of the land? Today we all are crying that we want to see Kwame Nkrumah's ghost again. But the man who took away Kwame Nkrumah has been honored with an airport. Mr. President is not thinking about renaming that one. After all, Kotoka defeated their enemy. Kwame Nkrumah has always been an enemy to these people. The UP tradition. Therefore, anybody who is an enemy to Kwame Nkrumah is their friend. Les ennemis de mes ennemis sont mes frères. My brother, my sister, that is what is happening right now. Now, let me come to the Tamale airport. Who was Yakubu Alassane Tali? He came all the way from Tali, a few kilometers away from Tamale. He was born in 1916, 7 years after Kwame Nkrumah was born. Who was he? He was one of the founders of the NPP, Northern People's Party. Yakubu Tali was a man who defended his party, which later became part of today's NPP through the UP tradition. We still remember Dombo. Now, do you remember that Nana Akufo Addo has just named the university after Dombo? Are you aware that, my brother, my sister, they are all looking forward to naming almost all the beautiful edifices after their UP tradition heroes? They are not thinking about Ghana anymore. My brother, my sister, I have no problem with Yakubu Tali. My problem is that they are awarding themselves. Why would Nana Akufo Addo be so busy going around honoring people of the UP tradition with national embolisms? Yakubu Tali became the ambassador to Nigeria in 1965 under Kwame Nkrumah. A year later, Kwame Nkrumah was overthrown. Could he be one of the people against Kwame Nkrumah? When Kwame Nkrumah became president, he tried to bring an all-inclusive government into being. The Northern People's Party, he decided to bring together. And all the people of the North and the Ever people, all of them should be part of Ghana. We all remember that in that plebiscite, right? At the end of the day, in 1965, when Alassane Yakubu Tali became the ambassador to Nigeria. What happened next? The following year, Nkrumah was overthrown. And all enemies of Nkrumah would have been removed. But he still remained in power. He continued all the way to 1972. That should tell you that he probably was a silent enemy of Kwame Nkrumah. Kwame Nkrumah was all about Ghana. Anybody who was an enemy to Kwame Nkrumah must be an enemy of Ghana. I do not support Alassane Yakubu Tali's name on an airport. Are you short of kings in the north? Would the name of Bewa not be more prominent on that airport? Should we not use the names of kings who even came before? Bewa, Yakubu Tali had the DNA of the UP and the NPP. Presently, his son is the boss of the ADB, Agric Development Bank. He was the chairman, my brother, my sister, of the NPP in Germany. So they are honoring their own people. And it's a shame. If you want to honor them, take them to your headquarters and build statues for them there. Do not ever use national embolisms, national edifices to honor your parochial interest.
Aha, PRIZM Multimedia. When you go so share, now me say akwenya no ho de maw, say wo be subscribe, ye the video to ma, where the first person I won sabet me aso ye video mu, na wo so a wo ye oman ba pa no wetumi ehunu ne ekoso e wo oman mu. Like adwintre bi so ho na opese wuja, fato comment section ni mu. Edi ba ko pe na fa frame make meje so. Me si ha da mu nyina mwase mamomoni ti a ye je me enyado.